Welcome to Swish Player Profile. I'm Sean Schultz, and I'm joined with Brad Lake and a star from the University of Utah, Gianna Kneepkens. How did you wind up at Utah? What was your recruiting journey to get there like?
So they started talking to me, I would say about my sophomore year of high school. And then I was able to visit before COVID. I think it was maybe end of October of my junior year. I was able to visit on an unofficial. And then I came out here and I just really loved the way it felt. I liked how Coach Rob fit me into her vision. So it just checked all my boxes, and it was awesome that I was able to check it out before COVID, because that was a crazy time. So it was awesome, and I'm so happy to be here.
What do you love about campus? What do you like to do around campus?
I mean, I think just the change from Minnesota is all the mountains is just so beautiful. So it's just a pretty place to be, but I just love going sometimes a hike with my friends or just hang out. So yeah.
More year last year, obviously a great season, whole bunch of accolades. How is the excitement a lot higher now that you're going into the brand new season, playing with Issa, who is obviously a huge player on your team? What's the excitement like?
Yeah, I mean, it's really high just to be back playing again, just with a strong core returning to is just exciting because there's a lot of experience there. So we're just all really excited to get going again. Glad to play our first game yesterday. But just having that experience of making a Sweet 16, having being co-champions of the Pac-12 last year just gives us something, some goals to reach and get past this year too.
True. And speaking of the Pac-12, obviously it could be its last year, this year, who knows? How do you feel the competition's going to be in conference play?
Yeah, I think this year the Pac-12 is the best women's basketball conference in the country. I mean, from top to bottom, it's
Agreed.
just a hard game every single night. You just saw Colorado upsetting the number one team in the country. So it just, as a competitor and as a kid, you just dream of playing against the best. So it's going to be a fun conference season this year for sure.
With team chemistry, how important is that for you guys in translating to your on the court play?
I think that's huge. One thing that for my whole time being here, we've just had fantastic team chemistry. We love being around each other. We spend time outside of basketball together. But I think what comes with that is we just trust each other, and that's the biggest thing that translates on the court. We know where each other are and the where each other are to make passes. So just the level of trust we have within one of another makes it really easy and kind of takes pressure off, because if you trust someone else, you don't have to think everything's on you. So.
We don't, as fans, get to see everything like in practice and whatnot. So, how are your transfers like Sam? How about your rookies like Reese? How are they acclimating to the team, do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I think anytime you go to a new place as a freshman or transfer, it's kind of a lot of information. But what's been great about them is they're willing to learn from the people that have been here, from our coaches, and so that makes it really easy because none of them are stubborn. They came here to fit into the system, and they've been doing a really good job and working hard. So it's been fun to get to know and like learn how to play with them.
As a side note, when we were talking to them the other day, we asked them about, you guys are a top team. What kind of nutritional diet do you guys kind of have? And they all started giggling and laughing, talking about McDonald's and Sprite. So,
Yeah, we eat good, but sometimes, we have our cheat days.
Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, maybe. Don't let our nutritionist here.
Yeah. What do you think some of the aspects of your play or your skill set that you're wanting to improve on for the brand
Yeah,
new season coming up?
I think at this point in my career, I'm just really trying to get super good with my details, because I feel like at this point, how I play, obviously you can get better, but just like focusing on the little things that I wanted to improve on from last year. So just maybe in the mid range, being a little bit better there, defensively being better, and I can work on that through just getting one-on-one or watching film. So just small details in my game have been huge. So just and on another thing is just being stronger around the rim, finishing through contact has been a big focus of mine in the offseason.
Now, the most important question: who controls the Spotify playlist when y'all are hanging out?
That's a great question. It's definitely not me, so that's an answer I can for sure give you. But we actually have a lot of people that have good taste. It kind of just depends on the vibe of the group. So
Who's the funniest on the team?
the funniest? Oh, that's another hard question because we have really Deja's funny, Lonnie's funny, Sam's funny, Izzy's funny, Jenna's fun. I could just go through and say everyone, really, honestly. We have a good team. We're a good time.
When we were talking to them the other day, Reese came on late and we were all laughing hilariously because she's like trying to run to her car while she's like logging in. So all you could see is like buildings and the sky and trees. She's like, sorry guys, Brian was talking to me so long. Hold on.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Reese, that doesn't surprise me.
Highly energetic, that girl.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
awesome.
We made rookie jokes. She took it well.
Yeah.
On your absolute perfect day off, without practice, without a game, without any classes, what would you be doing?
Ooh, that's a good question. So usually on our off days, if we get like 2 week, on one of them I like to just still get in and get shots up, other like just light shots, just so I can get movement done. But other than that, I just like hanging out with my friends and teammates. That's my biggest thing I like to do is just like spend time, joke with each other, just have a good time. I don't even have to go do anything. Just being with them is fun for me. So
Yes. What show, if any, are you currently binging on?
ooh. With season, I haven't been binging a lot of shows. I just like
No
right
me
now
either.
I kind of like to just watch basketball, honestly, because just watching your competitors is always fun. Like after our game, we went to our locker room and watched the Colorado game. But yeah, I feel like during season and with school going crazy, it's just hard to like fit in a lot of extra time to watch the show. But I really like watching like house shows. That sounds really old of me, but like house improvement shows are very like
Nice.
interesting to me.
I always loved Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Yes, I watched
Yes,
that as
yes.
a kid. Anyone goes against, they're like, we're gonna win this game. So I think that makes what also makes the Pac-12 so good is just like no one is willing to lose, and everyone's gonna play their best every night.
Plus, shout out to Utah for broadcasting all the games free so we can watch them.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
seriously. Our parents love that too.
And so did my car. Maybe the other traffic people in Chicago didn't love it. The swerving. But
5 brothers. What's the support of them, your family? Are there any other hoopers in the family?
Oh, that's a great question. So my brothers are great. They watch every game. If they can make it, I think all of them make at least one a year. But no, they're texting in the family group chat every game. So they're locked in. But as far as like other hoopers, I'll just say I'll beat any one of them one-on-one. So shout out to them though.
Love it.
we'll wrap up with what's a fun fact about you? Could be a trait, a story, something like that that fans may not realize, would be surprised to know.
Do you want a basketball related or doesn't have
Doesn't
to be?
matter. Doesn't have to be.
Maybe anything.
I think a fun fact about me is that I love cookies. That's my favorite food of all time. So if I can get a warm chocolate chip cookie and a glass of milk, I will be satisfied.
Excellent. Brad sent me a picture of him watching all the different games yesterday. He had a whole thing of cookies right next to him. So
That's a good night. That's a good night.
It was. I ate them all in 5 minutes.
yeah, sharing is caring, bud. All right, Gianna, we want to thank you so much for hopping on, especially late notice, and sharing
Yeah,
your
no
thoughts.
problem.
And
Yes, thank
we're
you.
not going to be shy about the fact our whole group is rooting for Utah this year. So
Thank
you
you
can
so
do so.
much.
Absolutely.